It's one of the NFL's newest venues, but it's already earned a reputation as one of its best. This is US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Up next, it's our main event between the Detroit Lions and the Minnesota Vikings.
Will Reichert to kick off for the Vikings.
Will Reichert has it all teed up. And off we go from Minneapolis. Here's Smith on the return. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And he's going to head out of bounds on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
First game on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
Jahmyr Gibbs.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Up 2nd and 7.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
Let's go now. 19 Tiger.
Setting up to throw. That's complete to Sam Laporta. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. The big play, and that's him 17 yards. And that is good for a Detroit first down.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
Cowboy 80. Dragon 60.
They'll throw here on first. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. Working quickly here. Now the Lions calling timeouts. They're first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend.
Ready.
Things already looking a good bit tougher here. It is 2nd and 17 after the sack. Back to throw now. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy in midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
That's a modest little drag route. But if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
3rd and long for him here. Downfield, and Tislau has it. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. How about that play, Brock? On 3rd and 14, they find a way to convert.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes teams break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
They stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
Ready.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10.
Ready.
From the red zone now. Headed out right. He can run it. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8. 2nd down.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
Ready.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2.
Here we go.
They'll go right side with Gibbs. And he will get this to the end zone for a Detroit touchdown. The Lions finish up an excellent opening series. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. What an outstanding opening series, partner. They just wore down that defense as they marched their way to the end zone.
Yeah, it took a whole bunch of that opening script to find a touchdown, but it showed just how well designed that script was. It was the right sequence of plays to keep that ball moving to find the end zone. Getting your offense established in its top gear right here early on.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Devin Duvernay to return it. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Vikings to the line now. Here's 1st and 10. Right up the gut. And he's brought down as the drive starts out with a 4-yard gain.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Okay,
4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Another carry for it. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
1st and 10 from the 43.
Here we go, sack.
McCarthy operating from the pistol. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be hauled out on a gain across midfield, down inside the 45-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
They'll run here on 1st down. And he's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be 2nd down.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
The first carry here for Tony Pollard. We'll cobble together a yard there. Kirby Joseph up for the stop.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
3rd down here, need 8 on the play. Here he goes, 3rd and long. And there's a man there, it's intercepted! Brian Branch has it! And the Lions take over as he records his 10th career INT.
They'll take over 1st and 10.
Already in an early hole on the scoreboard. That is not what they needed in response, Brock. Giving away possession with the pick.
You know, we got a lot of game left, obviously. Nowhere close to them putting it away. But you can see things starting to unravel a little bit, even after just 2 possessions. A touchdown here could really continue that momentum towards an early runaway.
Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Throwing now off the play action. Gonna let this one fly deep downfield. And this is gonna end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
So play number 1 almost ended this drive. Let's see what play number 2 has in store. Screen here for Gibbs. Down the sideline to the 45. Along this sideline inside the 25. There it is. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. Bates now for the point after. His kick is good for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker. So they got him for roughing the kicker. They're going to put that penalty yardage on the spot of the ensuing kickoff. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. Plowing up the middle. He starts out this drive with a nice gain of 8. 2nd down.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2.
Let's go now.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. Hits him on the out route. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. It's like you always say, right back to work for him. Getting a drive moving like that turnover never happened.
And they weren't going to shy away from letting him do his thing, throwing the football. Mistakes happen in this league and in this game. And you never want to punish a quarterback for making a mistake. You want to see him continue to produce.
You just get the play off. On the move, past the 40. These two NFC North teams have played one so far. The Lions out in front. More from U.S. Bank Stadium after the break. Ready now for the 2nd quarter to begin. Vikings in control of it. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And that sack quickly changes the tone of this series, Brock. It's 2nd down.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do, getting home with that sack.
Gonna need something special here. 2nd and 20 following the sack. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's gonna be in for 1 yard on that drive up the gut. That was Tyreek Williams in on the play.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Ready up.
Will this drive continue? Here comes 3rd down.
Here we go. Sack. Go.
Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Has a big strike to Addison. He's going to be down within a yard of that red zone as the stop is made. So a timely moment for a big play, and they get the 1st on 3rd and 19. Double coverage, deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
This down to the floor before being stopped. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Ready.
Working inside the red zone. Has it down close. And that's a Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings make it a 1-score game in the 1st half. Now it's Will Reichert on for the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Vikings chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
14. Vikings 7. Will Reichert to kick off for the Vikings.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Here's Smith on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Detroit offense to the line. Here's first and 10. Throwing off the play fake. Got to it right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Looking for his wide receiver there. So second down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
He's got him along the sideline. And he's going to go out with a pickup of 3. So chipping away a few here ahead of this third down.
It's a game of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
To the air on 3rd and long. Taken in by Williams outright. We got the football caught, but not the first. That stopped just shy of the marker. 4th down.
A gain of 6 yards.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
And a nice return out of them. They have it a little further up past their own 30.
Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
On the double.
First down now, ball at the 33.
Let's go.
Going back in the backfield, and they give it to him. He sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. That one's complete to Chimere DK. He's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. They get 23 on that one, and that means a fresh set of downs for Minnesota.
I don't care how good a secondary you are, how loaded you are with talent, when you've got time to allow a receiver to work from one side of the field all the way to the other versus zone coverage, well, you're going to make a defense pay.
Nice cutback to the right sideline. And they bring him down, but not before he advances it all the way to the 20s. They manage 22 on the rip and a first down.
Kate, that's the type of run that shines the light well on him as a runner, of course, but you got to give a lot of credit to everybody else. Those skill guys, when you have an outside run, they got to do their job. Not just the big boys up front, not just the running backs. That takes everyone on the perimeter blocking to get a big run like that.
First down, and they go right back to it. That play good for, looks like about 6. Second down upcoming.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Second and 3 now. McCarthy throwing here. And this finds him in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings earn the chance to tie before halftime. Jordan Addison, the touchdown. Record there to tack on the extra point. And the Vikings tie things up at 14.
Will Reichard the kickoff for the Vikings.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Here's Smith on the return.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
All right, Lions just about ready. 1st and 10.
Come on. Hit.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. Completed over the middle. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. Go left side, and St. Brown has it. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Ready?
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now.
Here we go. Press all 80.
And send a receiver left. Trying to throw this from the gun. Catch made left side by Laporta. And no yak this time. They got on him quickly. Down at the 32-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. 1st and 10 from the 32.
A gain of 16 yards. 1st down.
Working now from the gun. Underneath, it's Gibbs. And he's done a decent gain before being brought down.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
They are throwing it again. It's Gibbs out of the backfield. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. Detroit calls timeout. It's 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
And the Lions 1st down.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Still sticking with the passing game. Finds him over the middle. And he'll get this through the midfield stripe and starts pushing into Vikings territory. Lions really moving with a sense of urgency. Clock keeps running. Sticking to the air here. And back-to-back passes that should have been intercepted. 2 great chances to take it away. Both of them dropped, Brock, and now they stay out there for 3rd down. They're throwing it. That is incomplete. Down to 13 seconds left. Intended target there was Sam Laporta. And that leaves them with 4th and 5. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that's going to break our tie and give him a 3-point advantage.
This is why those kickers are down there before the game trying those kicks in midfield. Kind of like Hooper shooting that half-court shot before half because they believe, kickers do, that they're going to get an opportunity to be a difference maker. With that long kick, he certainly was.
And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on 1st down. He's back to throw. Hits it through the middle. And this gets close to the red zone. He is inside the 25. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Here's Duvernay on the return. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he is taken down as he drives this to the enemy 40. It's a 30-yard gain, Brock, so unsurprisingly, that gives him a first down.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that board.
And they shut him down on this one. They get him behind the line, and that should push him out of field goal range. That's a nice, quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time. They sent him with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming. Still managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and a T for attack, exactly what he just did.
On 3rd and long, it's McCarthy. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Lions are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Well, you kind of had a feeling, Brock, that they were going to be passing early and often, coming out of the locker room on the losing side of things, right? And that coverage, man, they knew it too. Right there to make a play on the very first throw.
Yeah, no doubt. I think in any of our minds, they knew a throw was coming defensively, and that's fine. You could know it's coming, but you got to then go out and execute and take it away. Played right into their hands, and now a chance to add to this lead.
We'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
That's complete to St. Brown outright. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. It's a massive 35-yard pickup, first down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt, or an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position by hitting on that shot. You've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. On first down, it's Gibbs. And he manages to reach the 19 before he stopped. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Back to throw. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
I'm just kind of laughing because I could feel the armchair quarterbacks going, I can make that throw. And anybody who's actually made those throws says you have no idea what it feels like.
And he has the catch, gets both feet in, that's a touchdown! The Lions push their lead further to start the half. Wow, just fantastic work there. Tiptoeing along the back line, the concentration was there. Great catch for 6.
Yeah, the concentration and the body control. I don't know how these receivers do it in this day and age. There's no space to work with, yet they have such an awareness to secure it first, to tap dance the line, and go get that touchdown.
And the kick is good, and we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Defender's not going to be thrilled. The catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Blown back, gets the handoff. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
A loss of 1.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
McCarthy throwing on 3rd down. Completed to his running back. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day 1 install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then, and the running back's still doing it to this day.
Moving into enemy territory. And he's going to get this to the opposing 41. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
So 1st down from the 41. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down.
Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. It's his running back. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. McCarthy operating from the pistol. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
No surprise to see the quarterback go back to that well. That security blanket that's been his tight end all game long. But finally, this defense has an answer.
Second and 10, still at the 28. Again, McCarthy to throw. Caught quickly on the slant. Yes, the ball is out. But fortunately, the Vikings stay calm. They were able to get to it. Crisis averted. They keep possession. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock. But now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do. Got to bring a little bit of juice. But kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. Man, if I get that first cut, I can make them bleed. And you get that ball out the first time, I guarantee you, I promise you, those guys are thinking they'll get it the next.
It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a 1st and goal.
That's another Vikings 1st down. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
This is the end of the 3rd quarter. It's Vikings football. They're down, but not out on the scoreboard. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Line up the design keeper. And he gets in. Touchdown! The Vikings make it a 4-point game here in the fourth. J.J. McCarthy, the touchdown. His third total score this game. They can tack on one more now, bring things back to within a field goal. And he connects there, so now another kick from him. A field goal to tie this game in the fourth.
Vikings 21. Will Reichard the kickoff for the Vikings.
Ball is set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Here's Smith on the return.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Ready, set.
The Detroit offense to the line. Here's first and 10. Drive begins with Gibbs. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
Number 0.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
3 brings up second and 7.
Last run got him 3. Here's second and 7.
Here we go, here we go.
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Throw left side. Complete. And he's going to be brought down up the 28-yard line.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or with big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
That's complete to Slaw. He's got the first down grab and still going. Hits the 20. Isaac to Slaw. He will go. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions make it a 9-point advantage. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Here's Duvernay on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
Duvernay on the return. The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Loading up on the left. It's going to be trips to that side. Here's first and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
19-yard line.
Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in a locker room and in the huddle is you could be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped. Helped him track it down for a loss on the outside.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way. And that's going to bring up a tough third down.
Yeah, let's give some credit to the defense here, Kate, right? We talk about explosive plays. Every offense is looking for them. But when a defense can go back-to-back, Jack, with a tackle for loss and a sack, well, they're more than doing their job.
Not a good spot to punt from. They really want to convert here on third. Here he goes, third and long. And they can't connect on the third down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got fourth down.
That's a throw at this level. So much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
So punt coming up on fourth down, and it's against Belgium native Corliss Waitman with the honors. And that one may have been for the opposing side, but they're saying it went out right at the midfield stripe. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Off the gut they go with Gibbs. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Panther 11, Panther 11.
Pass play coming here. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring it 4th down.
You never ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
The Lions readying for the punt. And he'll try to hit this one well. And he drives it skyward, hoping to drop this near the goal line. And he'll have this fair catch right along the 25.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. 1st and 10. Give now to the running back. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that means a fresh set of downs for Minnesota. So a fresh set of downs now from the 39. Here's McCarthy, 1st and 10. Short pass brought in. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
1st and 10 now from the 46. Now McCarthy. He puts some air under it deep down the left. He almost threw another one. Back-to-back throws now that should have been picked off, partner, as he continues making risky decisions with the football.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, well, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Following the near interception, this is 2nd and 10.
Let's go. 79, bro.
Looking to throw, McCarthy. Connecting on the slant. And they get there to take him down right around the 41.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Going on 3rd, McCarthy. That's caught. This is Addison. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. And goes to the hurry up here.
That's another Vikings 1st down.
Throwing again now, McCarthy. He's got a man left. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Complete to number 4.
It's the 2-minute warning here in Minneapolis. Vikings down by 10.
Line.
Second down now, 7 to go.
Let's go now. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Buffalo 18.
Another throw here for McCarthy. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. He'll get it down to the 24-yard line. Vikings out of the hurry-up, need everyone back to the line.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Back to the air, McCarthy. Finds him over the middle. And he'll go down here at the 16. Looking fast as that clock ticks down.
19 Tiger,
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Trying to throw this from the gun. Escapes the pocket. He just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Ready,
Throwing now. 9-yard pickup, and it sets him up with 1st and goal. Vikings out of the hurry-up, need everyone back to the line.
That's another Vikings.
Here's McCarthy to throw. Escapes out, and he's going to score a touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings make it a 4-point game here in the 4th. J.J. McCarthy the touchdown. His 4th total score of the game.
Kate, we know you can do it in different ways in today's NFL at quarterback. Some with their brains and their processing, that anticipation and accuracy. Some could do it with their improv skills to create a play when everything breaks down. He just put on a show.
That one splits the uprights. And the Vikings cut it to a field goal game. Approaching the final minute here, they need to find a way to defy the odds and get this back. Oh, the Vikings got to it first. They get it back. Well, Brock, you can't blame him with how tough it is to recover an onside kick anymore, but he did hit it before it went 10 yards, so they had to throw the flag. Football's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down. Dive play straight ahead. And that's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up 2nd and 2. The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their 1st. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
60 Vikings. Go.
This is Gibbs on 2nd down. And they get him for a loss. That's a big one, Brock, and might see them burn a timeout. Minnesota spends its 2nd timeout here. And they'll have just one left to burn now. A great call in a short yardage situation right there, Brock, and that was exactly the type of front that defense needed to have.
Yeah, I agree with you. I love the X's and O's of it, and then even more, the guys going out there and executing it, pulling the trigger to create that loss.
Ready.
Here he is to throw. Pass is brought in by Laporta. And he's taken down at the 30. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
Let's go.
Straight ahead with Gibbs. And he's going to be hauled down after a gain of about 7. It's 2nd down.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Let's go now.
Lining up to take a knee on 2nd down.
Cowboy 80. Ready.
We'll go with a design keeper. So the Lions get the win on the road. Man, they were facing a top 5 defense this week, Brock, but they made them look anything but. What a great performance to get this win.
Yeah, you could come in, Kate, with this awe and mystique of, gosh, we're facing one of the best defenses in the league, but as soon as you get those first points, you realize, you know what? They're mortal just like the rest of us, and they took the fight right to them.
So that's it for us here. Brock Heward, our crew, I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Lions as we bid you farewell from Minneapolis.